Kasi I've read some books, one way for you to be able to accept who you are is to actually verbalize.
Right.
These words that are usually very hurtful when you're young, di ba, tatawagin kang bakla, lulukohin ka. So you visualize into the mirror, call yourself gay until all of these words that are hurtful towards you become part of who you are. Because it's true, you are gay and there's nothing wrong with being gay. So there was this particular book, it's called Outing Yourself by Michelangelo Signorini. This was published in the 90s. But until today, I think it's a great resource for people who are struggling to come out, whether it's to your coworkers, to your friends, or to your families.
I always say that coming out is a process. And you need to come out to yourself first and be comfortable with who you are before you can come out to the wider world. In the same way na I needed time to kind of deal with who I was, I feel like whoever you come out to also needs time to reacquaint themselves with this new information.
So I really had to research and then I found out na parang hindi pala ako gay. Meron palang T ang LGBT, and yun yung transgender pala ako. Yun na pala yung SOGI, yung sexual orientation is different from gender identity.
Okay.
Our letter sender wrote, I'm not really scared to tell people I'm gay, pero pagdating sa bahay, dun pa ako nagpapanggap na straight ako. Another letter sender said, we have one kabarkada we think is gay, pero hindi siya umaamin sa amin. What to do? I want to know the truth, pero I respect kung ano yung desisyon ng friend ko. Another letter sender said, I'm working for an IT firm as business partner. I really want to come out of the closet because I want to be free, but I am more concerned how it will affect my work. Minsan pagod na ako at gusto ko na magladlad. Because it's Pride Month, I decided to invite 3 of my friends to share their advice to everyone struggling with coming out.
I'd also like to say na parang I have other friends who have come out to their parents, so don't take my story as just parang it will happen to you also.
Yeah.
There are many other stories of coming out na parang takot sila. Ako nga yung parents ko, takot ako pero it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But there are others na parang feeling nila i-disown sila, pero when in fact, nung sinabi nila, tanggap na tanggap ng parents nila, so you will never know what their reaction will be. But my word of advice lang talaga is, when you come out to your parents and when you come out to your friends, you have to prepare yourself emotionally. So if you know you are in a family where you think you are in danger of being thrown out, if you come out, if you're out already to yourself, prepare yourself na you will work hard, you will find a way to move out of the house. If you're in danger of being hurt, that can happen. I know of lesbians who, when they come out to their parents, there are physical violence. It's very terrible. There are documented cases. So just be careful and also have faith, even if other people do not accept you, the people who truly love you are the ones who will accept you.
I love it! Sobrang thank you, Jigsy, for your story and for your advice to everyone. So we hope that helped. The email is from a girlfriend. How do you help a friend that you feel might be there on the verge of coming out but is not sure? This is super interesting kasi I feel that I've been in both sides of the situation. I feel like throughout college, all my friends were like, oh, she's gay. But I was just like not saying it. When you come out, you're kind of just changing everything that you know about yourself and that people know about you. And some people, you know, had their whole lives to like come to terms with who they are. Yeah. Pero for some people na they just realized it later on, it's harder to process that. I think give him his space, but also be there for him when he decides to come out. For me, like I said, I hate confrontation, I hate like attention. Yeah. So I think the worst thing my friends could have done for me was to make a big deal out of it. Yeah. I just eventually started bringing my girlfriend to barkada hangouts and gimmicks, and then parang they're all just like acting chill. Like this has been happening forever. You have to evaluate on the personality, you know, of your friend. So number 1, give him space, and number 2, show support when he decides to come out. Thank you, Sam! That's wonderful, wonderful. I love your story. I didn't know it went like that. Happy Pride Month!
So we have a letter sender who is worried about coming out as gay in the workplace kasi baka maapektuhan yung trato sa kanya ng boss, possible promotions, etc. So before Em became a stylist, she was a corporate girl. So we have a letter. What would your advice be to those na afraid to come out in the workplace?
Admittedly, hindi naman lahat ng tao can really grasp the idea ng buong SOGI. Some may be discriminating, some may be openly accepting of
Right.
that fact. And I went through that also, parang kinabahan ako na maybe it overshadows my competence. But my advice kay letter sender is just be good with what you do. As in, just perform, deliver your output, and make sure that your numbers are in. You deliver just like anybody else.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, pag nag-performance analysis kayo ng boss nyo, your competence should always outweigh your sexual orientation or your gender identity.
Right.
Parang in the end, it shouldn't be a matter of who you like or who you want to be, but always about your output. The reality sometimes though is not all companies can stay true to ganon. There will still be discrimination in the workplace, aminin na natin. But my advice is find something that you're really, really good at. Find something that you really love to do, and in a place where you can be true to yourself. Because while you're really good at something, for example, in a corporate workplace, but they're discriminating you and you're not happy about yourself, you're not living your truth, at the end of the day, while okay ka sa trabaho mo, hindi ka naman happy,
Hindi ka agree dito. Oo.
diba? Check.
Our audience.
Kung
oo.
hindi ka naman happy,
Yeah.
parang what's the point?
It's not
kumikita
worth
ka
it.
nga, may trabaho ka nga, but you're not happy. It may be difficult, and I mean, even for me, I found it hard to look for that perfect balance where I'm doing what I love, I'm good at what I do, I think so. And I can be true to who I really am. Because when you find that perfect spot, you will be so much happier. And when you're so much happier, you can even be better at what you do.
Yeah.
Mas gagaling ka pa, mas gaganahan ka magtrabaho every day. You'll go to work, excited ka. You're really proud of what you do kasi wala ka naman ng tinatago and you're living your best life. So yon ang advice ko kay letter sender.
I love it!
Paano
Super,
ba to?
super, super thank you. O, Jigs, join us here. So that's it. We would like to greet you. Tayo, magkakasama kaming lahat. Yes?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
both
you,
your
thank you,
advice.
Dee.
And happy Pride!
Happy
Month!
Pride!
Pride!